Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Advanced Mathematics of Class 9, and today we are going to see some sums of exercise 2.1, that is from the chapter sets, and this is going to be about truth table, and there are going to be some relations like conjunction, disjunction, implication, biconditional, negation, etc. And we are going to look into this and see what do these relationships mean. So first of all, without wasting any more time, let's dive into what do we mean by statements. Okay, so we are going to deal with statements in exercise 2.1. Now, what do statements mean? When you are going to see things like P, Q, P implication, Q, P conjunction, Q, these things. Now, what are P and Q? P and Q are statements. Any statement that you can make. For example, P is a statement that sun rises in the east. This is the statement. Okay. Q is a statement. Suppose that sum of 1 and 3 is 5. Now P, sun rises in the east, is a true statement, and sum of 1 and 3 is 5 is a false statement, right? So that means any statement that we have can either be true or it can be false. So there are two possibilities, either it will be true or it will be a false. So statements are of two types, true statement and false statement. So P, Q, these things we consider them as statements. Now these symbols, these are actually relations between two statements. So the first one that we have among the relations is the conjunction, and the symbol is like this. Okay, this is our conjunction symbol. So what does P conjunction Q mean? So if P is a statement, and we will deal with truth tables. Now let us see how truth table is organized or arranged. Okay, so we are going to have a table. One is going to be for P, one is going to be for Q, and the other is going to be for the relation P conjunction Q. Okay. Now, P can be true, Q can also be true, or P can be true and Q can be false. The reverse is also true. P is false, Q is true. This is possible. And P is false, Q is also false. This is also possible. Okay, so we are going to read all the possibilities that we are going to have with P and Q. Either both are going to be true, one is true, one is false, or one is false, the other is true, or both are false. These are the possibilities. Now what will happen to P conjunction Q? If P is true and Q is also true, then P conjunction Q is also true. Okay. Now conjunction is read as, suppose if I write P conjunction Q, this will be read as P and Q. Now from here we can get an idea that if both P and Q are true, then only P conjunction Q is going to be true. If P is true and Q is false, this is going to be false. If this is false, this is true, it is going to be false. If both are false, then of course it is going to be false. Okay, so that is what P conjunction Q is, and this is called a truth table. This type of table is called a truth table. Means we are using either truthness or falsifying a statement, and we are using that true or false of a statement into the relation. What will happen to the relation if the two statements are true or false? Okay, so this is about conjunction. Let's look into disjunction because they are very closely related, and the symbol is exactly the opposite. Okay, so disjunction is read as P or Q. If I read P disjunction Q, this is read as P or Q. That means either P or Q. So from here what we can see, so true, so all the possibilities are true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Okay, so this means in the disjunction, if either P or Q, here is P or Q, if either P or Q is true, then P disjunction Q is true. So here both are true, so obviously true. Here P is true, Q is false. So as we have said, either of the one has to be true. If either of the one is true, then this relation is true. So here since P is true, so it will be true. Here Q is true, so it will be true. It does not matter whether P is false or true. If both are false, only in that case it will be false. Okay, so these are related because here if both are true, then only true, otherwise all cases are false. Here if both are false, then only false, otherwise all cases are true. So this is about conjunction and disjunction. Now let us look into the other relations. The one is negation. Negation means negative. So if suppose P and negation of P, If P is true, negation of P is going to be the opposite. That means false. Negation means negative. Okay. If P is false, then negation of P is going to be true. Very simple. Negation is extremely simple. Whatever you get, just write the opposite of it in case of negation. Then we have implication. Implication symbol is arrow. Okay. So P, let's write the truth table, and P implication Q. So again the possibilities are true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Okay. These are the possibilities of P and Q as statements. So P implication Q implies, you will see in this case, there's only one case when P implication Q is false, and that is when the first case is true and the second case is false. So look at this. True, true. If P is true, then Q is true, then P implication Q is also true. But if P is true, then Q is false. It is read as P, if P, then Q. Okay. So if P is true, then Q is false. In this case, P implication Q will be false. Remaining cases, it will also again be true. If P is true, then Q is, if P is false, if P is false, then Q is true, it is going to be true. If P is false, then Q is false, it is also going to be true. So only one case where P implication Q becomes false is when the first case is true and the second case is false. First case is true, second case is false. In that case, P implication Q becomes false. Okay, that is the only thing. Next we have biconditional, and this is the last one. And it is both side arrow. Okay. We are going to write all the possibilities again the same way. Again, this one is also simple. In this case, if both are true or both are false, then only biconditional is going to be true. Okay, if P is true, Q is true, then it is true. If P is false, Q is false, then it is true. If they are opposite of each other, then it is false. Simple as that. As simple as that. If both are true, P biconditional is true. If both are false, P biconditional Q is again true. But if we have true, false, false, true, means if one is the opposite of other, then we are going to have false. Okay, I hope that is clear. So that is all about the relations. Let us start with the exercise and see what we have in our exercise here. We have to use the truth table. I am going to show you a few sums. The remaining I hope you can try it out by yourself. So we are going to do exercise 2.1, and let us do number 1. We have to fill up a truth table. Okay. So let us see how to fill up the truth table. We have P, we have Q, next one is P disjunction Q, then we have P conjunction Q, and we have negation of P disjunction Q, negation of P conjunction Q, and we have negation of P disjunction negation of Q. That is all we have here. Okay, these things we need to fill up. So what is given? All the possibilities are given: true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. So if P and Q are these, then you have to fill these up. Okay, so let's start one by one. If P and Q are true, both are true, then disjunction is obviously true. True, false, disjunction is true. If you look, either or, disjunction means if either of the one is true, then it will be true. F and T means false and true, obviously true. But if both are false, this is false. Now we have conjunction. In conjunction, what did we see? If both are true, then only it is going to be true. Otherwise, in all cases, it is false. Okay. Now we will see negation of P disjunction Q. So this is our disjunction 1. We have to write the negation, means exactly the opposite. So first one is true, this is going to be false. First true, false, true, false, false, true. Negation. Okay. Now we are going to go for negation of P conjunction Q. So we are going to take Q, but we need negation of P. Okay, negation of P. Now we only have P. So negation of P means this will be false. Okay. And we need conjunction. Conjunction means only if both are true, then only it is going to be true. Okay. So first, negation of P. Negation of P means if P is true, then negation of P is going to be false. So it is false and conjunction with Q. Q is same. Q will remain same. Only this will change. Okay. So in order to make it easy, what you can do is just write one extra, add one here, or you can do it in your rough space. You can find one negation of p so that it becomes easy. Also find one negation of q because you will need it here. Okay, so what is negation of p? It will be false, this will be false, this will be true, this will be true. Here we are going to have a false, true, okay. Now it is going to be easy because now you can easily have see it from here and write it here, okay. So negation of p and q, false, true, conjunction, it will be false, 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 again false, true, true, it will be true, true, false, it will be false. And finally this one, disjunction of negation of p and q. Disjunction means if any one is true, it is going to be true. So false, false, it is going to be false, false, true, it is going to be true, true, false is going to be true, 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 it is going to be true. So this part is not required, you do it in the rough, okay. I have done it here because I don't have much space on the right side. So this part is not required for the sum. This is the table that we need to form, okay. So I will want you to do question number b, 1b, because when you do that, match it with the answer and you will understand whether it is true or false. So B and C, you do it by yourself. I am going to do some proofs now from question number 4. Okay. From question number 4, I am going to do some proofs. Question number 2 is you have to prove all the properties. The properties are given in your book. So you have to prove those properties. How to prove those properties? You can get the idea from this sum, question number 4. Okay. So let us see what we have to prove. We have to prove that negation of p, disjunction, conjunction negation of q is equivalent to p disjunction q. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so let us form a table, a truth table. So let's see. Of course, we will need p, we will need q. Then what do we need? We need negation of p, we need negation of q. Okay, then we need negation of p, conjunction negation of q. This part we will also need, this part we will need the value, and finally we will need negation of p, disjunction negation of q, and finally p disjunction q. Okay, so if you look carefully, this is our LHS, this is our RHS. That means this part is our LHS and this part is our RHS. Don't write this. I'm just writing it to show you that this is our LHS, this is our RHS. After we write the truth table, if the truth table of these two exactly match, then this is going to be true, means this is going to be correct, hence we have proved it. If anything goes wrong, that means it is not true, so we have to do it again. So what are the possibilities? As we have seen earlier, what do we do? True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. So negation of p, that means it is going to be false, false, true, true. Here negation of q, it is going to be false, true, false, true. Okay. Now negation of p and negation of q means these two conjunction. Conjunction means only true is going to be true. So if both are true, this is true, otherwise these are all false. Simple. Now negation of this part, that means negation of this. So negation of this means all the opposite, false, 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 true. We have to write true, 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 false. Okay. Now p disjunction q, p disjunction q. In this case, if either of the one is true, then p disjunction q is also true. So true, true, so true, true, false, true, false, true, true, false, false is false. So from here you can see these two are exactly matching. Okay, so since the truth tables for negation of p, disjunction negation of q is same as p disjunction q, therefore p negation of p, conjunction negation of q is equivalent to p disjunction q, hence proved. Okay, so that is how you prove using truth table. So whatever you have to prove, you take them as LHS and RHS, and from here you have to prove that the LHS and RHS, these two parts have the exactly same truth table. Once you can do this, the part is proven. So that is how you use the truth table to solve. What I want you to do is try to solve the ones given in the book. I have shown you what the relationships mean, how to approach the sum, how you can show some proofs. I have proven to you two sums here. So I want you to do all these sums. If you have any confusion, make sure you ask me in the comment section. I'll be there to help you out. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, cheers.